Hey YouTube, it's Echo Bear, and today I want to be an app for you guys. It's called Whale Trail. Now before I get into talking about this app and why I think it's super cute and adorable, let's get through some of the serious stuff. So Whale Trail is made by Us2 Games, and the first version that I could find of it being released was on October 7th, 2011. So comparatively, this game has been out for a really long time compared to what I've been reviewing lately, which has been I came out in the last couple weeks, here I am kind of games. But yeah, it's been out for a long time, and a couple of my friends have said that they've played it before, but honestly this is the first time I had ever played it, so yeah. And as far as genre goes, this is pretty much just like your weird mishy-mashy of a horizontal infinite runner mixed with kinda Flappy Bird mechanics. So pretty much the whole story behind this really cute game is that you're a little whale that's getting chased by this horrible inky monster from the depths that's trying to eat your little whale butt, and you have to fly up into the clouds to escape it, and the only way that you can continue that is by eating rainbows to fill your whale trail. My god, that sounds like one hell of a drug trip, but pretty much you just have to fly around, avoid bad clouds, collect all the little rainbow colored dots, collect specific rainbow colored dots to fill up your frenzy or your meter, and to have invincibility for a little while and just continue as far and as long as you can. And the way you go about doing that is it's touch mechanics. So you hold down on the screen to go up, you release to go down, hold continuously, and you'll eventually do a loop-de-loop. So it's kind of like those mechanics where it's tilt down when it's released, tilt up when you're held down on your screen. So mechanics wise, it's super sound. I kind of compared it to Flappy Bird a little bit, but that's only with the obstacles that you have to dodge, but control wise it is excellently done. It's super responsive, it's super well controlled, and a lot of times with these games it's either super fun and creative but can't control well, or it either controls well or it can't control well. The way it looks and plays is irrelevant. But this one nailed it down with the way the control scheme works. So as you continue on with this game, the difficulty curve kind of shoots up really fast because you can only get so far without running out of whale fuel, which is so weird to say, but it's true. As you're going along, the first little maybe 30 seconds of gameplay is just very continuous, types of bubbles. You know exactly where you need to go. It's very clear where you need to go, and you can continue going in that direction as much as you need to. But as you continue going, the bubbles become more scarce, as you continue going, the bubbles get more scarce, and it becomes increasingly hard to keep yourself afloat while you're dodging through harder obstacles, dealing with having less bubbles, and also trying to fulfill whatever mission you're trying to do. So with all of those combined, it's a very weird and hard difficulty spike after you run into the first little blobby person that barfs out bubbles and then gives you a bonus power-up for after you die. So it's kind of infuriating, but it's also remedied by the fact that there is whale cash in the game, which you can then use to purchase upgrades, which will make that easier in the future. But from where I am and from a beginner standpoint, if you've played a lot of games like this and are used to this kind of control scheme and can get really far, it becomes really frustrating just because sometimes skill level outpaces the leveling of your abilities, and if you don't want to spend money to make that easier, it becomes kind of frustrating and just not very well paced as far as just gameplay in general goes. And one thing about, I know I'm kind of complaining about those things a lot, but I do really enjoy it. Like I said, the controls are spot on, they're beautiful, they're wonderfully well done, yada yada yada. It's a really fun game and super duper cute, just as a general statement. And speaking of cute, just design wise, everything about this game is just so bubbly and happy. If it weren't for the horrible imagery of a spooky monster, I would definitely give this to a little kid. Scary monster in the ocean, probably will elicit some fears from some small children that aren't ready to deal with scary things, like me probably when I was little. But if that's not an issue, all the other, like, just everything else about this is ridiculously cute. The clouds are all puffy, your whale is absolutely adorable, it's got big eyes. The little, like, colorful frenzy dots that you have are just absolutely adorable looking. They're so small and cute and innocent. Everything is rainbows. The music that goes behind it is just, like, actually themed to what you're seeing. And it's like, once you get really high, there's, like, this weird man that comes in once in a while that's like, I can see my house from here. Like, just weird things happen, but it's still really adorable at the same time. And just to say that impression of what it sounds like was really spot on, and I'm shocked, but there you go. But yeah, it's just, overall, it's super adorable. I mean, currently just talking about it, I have the theme song, like, stuck back in my head again, which after a while gets annoying, but, like, I'd rather have a song get annoying by being stuck in my head than being annoying while I'm playing the game. So while you're playing the game, it just kind of fits, and it just kind of adds to this magical little ride that you're going on with this whale and trying to help it along on its journey to stay alive. Like, it's weird how much, like, dark plot line of a whale, like, running into the sky for its life, otherwise it would die, translates into this stupidly adorable game. I don't know how, but it does. But overall, the execution of this game is stupidly well done. Everything is super clean, it's super polished, the ads, when you do see them, aren't really annoying. I don't know if I've even seen ads while playing this game. But especially for an app that is, like, this old within the App Store, like, 2011 was quite a while ago, and if you remember the other kinds of apps that were coming out in 2011, they really were not that good. So comparatively, to see something that beautiful and polished and just well done, and to see something that has that much care put into it in just this well executed, brilliant, beautiful, well composed, fun, not in your face with microtransactions type of game is, like, super duper rare to see even now. Like, I see games that are coming out constantly that are, like, in the Unity engine and in much more powerful, like, well-known game engines that don't look near as good or don't control as nearly as good as this game does. So I also understand that those are different developers, new developers are coming in, and so the quality is going to fluctuate between the two because entry is fairly low into the App Store. But despite all of that, this is a wonderfully done game. It blows several apps similar to this that have, like, it blows, like, several apps that I've played that is really similar to this, like, out of the water. It's really well done, it's stupidly well executed. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. It's just really well polished and a joy to play. The only reason I don't give it the 10 out of 10 is just because of a few drawbacks here and there with the control schemes, but that kind of gets remedied as you learn how to play it. But just because of the pacing of the levels and the control scheme, it makes it a little hard to give it that, like, perfect 10 out of 10 score. But it is still an amazing game, so I highly recommend that you guys go check it out. So as always, I'll leave the link in the description for you guys to go check it out. Go download it, support the developer, tell them I sent you, I don't know. But links in the description if you want to try it. Make sure to stay to the very end of this video to see more stuff that I've done. I'll probably post a video similar to this kind of game if you're interested in these kind of games, and one video that's just fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!